Welcome back to another cooking video. Just kidding, I've never made a cooking video. The other day I went to H Mart. If you don't know what H Mart is, it's a Korean supermarket, not superstore. But I bought something. So at a lot of Asian markets, you'll see things like this, like to-go lunches. The other day, I bought a to-go Udon. If you don't know what a Udon is, basically a Japanese rice bowl, but obviously I bought a Korean store, so the Korean version. But then I also bought a to-go Udon. They have their soups and noodles separated into like 2 plastic containers and the dry ingredients on the side. So that's what we're gonna have for lunch today. So right now, I gotta heat up the soup. Okay. That'd be so funny if I just heat it up with this plastic in it. I don't know if it'd be funny, but it'd be pretty dumb. Okay. Oh. I would try to explain how it smells, but I can't smell it, so. Oh wait, I can smell it. I can smell it with one nostril, but right now, so I have the broth. I'm gonna heat that up until it comes to a boil. And then everything else just needs to go into a bowl, essentially. But I'm actually gonna have my noodles dry out for a bit. The reason for this is because it's in a plastic container. The noodles should be pretty much dry already, but just want to get rid of the excess moisture. And then when the soup is boiled, when you add it in, it'll just be a lot more, what's the word? It'll just, the heat from the soup will warm up your noodles, make it boil it just a little to cook it a little bit more, make it soft. Can I even open this? The cooking show where you just stare at my bag. So I am now placing all of my dry ingredients into my broth or my bowl. Starting with the udon, then I'm adding some nori, then there's like multiple types of fish cakes in here. I think this one is more of a, what was it? What's the American word? Like a, not sausage. What do you, ham? Not a ham, but like probably like a, like in Vietnamese it would be called ja. So this one's like more of a ja. I don't really know how to describe it in English. And then there is, this is either, I won't know until I taste, but from what it looks like, what was it? What is that thing? Man, I'm so bad at describing things. But this is essentially like tofu, but like that, I don't necessarily know if it's tofu, but it's that consistency. It's kind of dried out. It kind of reminds me of, if you're Vietnamese, you know, the Chinese donut. That's the American name, or that you use for like porridge, jiao, all that sort of stuff. Technically porridge and jiao are the same thing, so. Let's see. Trying to make this look nice. But yeah. This is actually really nice. This is only like $6 for like a full on. If you went to any actual like restaurant, this would probably be a $12-15 meal. Pretty dang solid. They give you like some naruto, which is just another type of fish cake. And then I'm just gonna add all these little, what was it? They're kind of like little dried out shrimps. So toss that around. But yeah, so if you're ever at H Mart, a lot of Asian restaurants have this too, prepared foods. The nice thing, compared to like American stores and all that stuff, supermarkets, these prepared meals are actually like very nutritious. You actually get a bang for your buck. So that's how it looks right now. Let's see. Focus. So that's how it looks right now. All I gotta do is wait for the broth. Oh, so move. Almost died. Yeah, so a lot of Asian places, a lot of restaurants, supermarkets sell like to-go stuff like this, where you can get high in proteins, high in nutrition, high, like they'll fill you up. For example, yesterday when I got the Udon, that actually could have been like split for 2 to 3 meals if I really wanted to. But yeah, so that's one reason. That's a pro. And this is actually my second time, but first time shopping at H Mart. H Mart is a very clean Korean supermarket compared to like Vietnamese or Chinese supermarkets. They're kind of skeptical. It has its like character, you know, like, but same with like Japanese restaurants. They have a lot of like to-go foods that are just as good in quality. But yeah, so once this is heated, pour this all together and you can watch me eat. Okay, so we have our udon all ready, prepared foods, and now just let the udons soak in the broth a little bit, let all the fish cakes and everything get soaked up. The nice thing about a lot of like Asian cooking, I don't know if you've ever had shabu shabu. Shabu shabu is basically boiling water and vegetables and meat, and all you do is have boiling water and you're just basically like flash cooking. And that's actually a very common thing in a lot of Asian cuisine, Asian food, I don't know. That's a very common thing, and the reason for it is because you are just flash cooking it, and then you can get like you can change your doneness, you can change like your preferences right away. So if you're more of a medium rare, you can actually like verbally see or visually see your foods change in cooking, like in how done it is. But yeah, and the nice things about stuff like this is even though unlike a lot of like American foods, they do sell things that are like pick up and you can eat right away. You don't have to ask for a microwave, all that stuff. There's even like instant udons like this where you literally just pour in the water and like it tells you like step by step, and then you can get like a really good instant udon, instant ramen meal with chopsticks and everything included. That's one thing I really appreciate, just like small details like that in a lot of Asian innovations. Oh man. Okay, broth wise, really good, really light. It's really strong and like potent in smell, because I can't smell it with my right nose, but I can smell it on my left. But the fact that I can smell it means it's really potent. It has like it kind of reminds me of like a ponzu soy sauce kind of deal, where you can taste like the saltiness and like the soy sauce flavor, but it's a lot lighter. It doesn't create like this tiredness when you eat it. Yeah, so I think this is a fish cake. The weird like bread thing I was talking about, but not bad. And these little like breading things,
Gives you like a little pop of flavor. I kind of like mine really dry. So typically what I probably will do next time if I get this again is put it on the side, pour in everything, and then put it on top. Like these things hydrate really fast. Here's another though. It's alright, alright. And then try the big fish cake. Oh yeah, this one probably my favorite out of. It reminds me of like the Vietnamese ham jab. It's not like there's a you can get like fish version of this ham, but I like the pork, and this actually reminds me a lot more of a pork flavor than a fish flavor. My family actually makes homemade jab. Personally, not my favorite when we make the fish ones. I've never been really like a big seafood guy, but the older I get, the more I appreciate all types of food. All right, let's try this udon. If you know me, I prefer udon over ramen. Something about like the noodles, so like how big the noodles are, very personal favorite. One thing I dislike about udon is the fact that they're bigger. That's the reason I like them. But at the same time, you get less noodles because of it, because there's like portion control. So if you've never worked in a restaurant, there's like everything's like pre-packaged, basically, essentially to order. So when I was working at a restaurant, we would pre-package, like we portion out how much each plate would have of rice, noodles, or whatever, in order to like fill up the bowl, fill up the portion of whatever it's being filled in. And udon, since it has more room, it fills up more space, so you get actually less of it. Man, it's pretty solid. I'm actually eating this in a mixing bowl. Because we don't have any big bowls. I should probably buy some. Man. Oh. Even next one, I think outside of like the to-go stuff, man. Here, let me shut the window. That only helps slightly, but next time I think what I'm gonna do is actually buy like some sides, as in maybe get some like Napa cabbage, throw it in here, some more veggies, maybe some mushrooms. But they even have like to go, what's it called? to go shabu shabu or like Korean barbecue packaged meat. Pretty sick.
Oh man, it's another video.
Another mukbang.
You know what I'm saying? Mukbang. There he is, eating mukbangs.
Mukbang.
That's all he wants, man. He just wants a good mukbang.
Imagine this is the only thing I'm consistent in.
You know, mukbang. That's what he just wants to eat, you know? Chinese vegetarian. Bamboo garden. Mukbang that. Yeah, okay.
Hop in.
Nah, I can't hop in. I could, but I can't, you know?
But yeah, essentially that's the video. I still have the broth, and what I could do is I have extra udon noodle I could boil and toss in here if I really wanted to. Or I could pour it out. The Asian in me is telling me to just use it for later. I should just pour it out. So that was my udon mukbang from H Mart video. If you like that, I don't know why I'm doing so much hand stuff. I don't have this much energy in normal situations, but if you like that, cool.